us, Alex.
I was in a car accident. I don't know if I died, but I could see myself on the table. What the hell's going on?
There was like this feeling of someone's watching me. How is that possible?
It's okay, calm down, okay? I need you to calm down.
Her behavior completely stopped. It was terrifying.
I started being in this constant state of panic.
It looked like she was staring into my soul.
You need to leave me alone. That wasn't what happened. It was New Year's Eve, 2005. I was on my way to a New Year's Eve party, and it was about 8:30 at night. I was in a car accident. It was absolutely terrifying. It felt like I was getting stabbed by every sharp pain you can imagine.
Stay with us, Alex.
You could hear me screaming down the hallway. I need to black out. I need to go in a coma, or I need to die right now because I cannot keep going like this.
You there, Alex? Stay with me.
And then I thought if I didn't stay conscious that I was going to die.
Alex, stay with me.
But then all of a sudden, things just stopped. Like, everything just went quiet. And I don't know if I died, but I could see myself on the table. I could see the doctors working on me. I don't know, like it was an out-of-body experience from the trauma, or it was a hallucination, or my body was so tired of the pain it checked out. I'm standing there watching them work on me. That was surreal. And then I realized I'm not alone in the room. There's a man there standing. He's almost doing the same thing as me. He's watching this man on a table get worked on just like me. He looks at me, I look at him. He looks terrified. I'm sure I looked terrified too.
Stay with me, Alex. Stay with me, Alex. You're not gonna die today, Alex.
Then at that moment, it was like I was going down a roller coaster and I was back. The pain comes back, but I was back in my body. I look to my right, and I see that man on the table. I was in a room with someone else who had just had a devastating motorcycle accident.
Where?
It was horrifying to see. The man was gone.
Anything?
I was the one that survived. It was after midnight. They finally got a room for me. I don't know like how I was going to sleep, but they wanted me to rest. I start hearing footsteps. They're in the room with me, and it's just pacing around the room, and very rhythmic. But I'm by myself. My chest gets really tight. I feel like I can't breathe. I was begging in my head, like, please, a visitor, my nurse, somebody, please be in here with me because I don't want to be alone in this hospital room. The footsteps stopped. I'm not sure if I fell asleep or if I passed out, but I went to sleep. The next morning, as soon as visiting hours were open, my mom was there.
Mom? Good morning, dear.
My mom wanted to brush my hair.
That's my girl.
She was trying to be normal again, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
The brush flies off the tray. And it hit the glass on the way, and the glass tipped over. That was pretty unnerving, and I looked at my mom, and she didn't have any answers. What the hell's going on?
The next morning, Alex undergoes a second surgery to fix a hip fracture.
I need you to count backwards from 10 for me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
When I went under for surgery, it was just like this blackness around me.
8, 7.
I immediately recognized him. This was the guy I saw in the trauma room. It was horrifying.
Why you
I was terrified.
and not me?
I could feel him breathing on me.
Why you and not me?
He kept screaming in my face, "Why do you get to live and not me?" When I woke up, I looked for him in the room. He was gone. And I thought that was the end of it. It was far from over. It was far from over.
Why you
this man lurking in the dark. It was the man in the leather jacket. His eyes just had so much rage and so much anger that I was alone. Alone in the dark. And that's your worst nightmare. This man just starts shouting, "Get leave me alone!" My mom comes running in, and I said, "The guy in the leather jacket." And she's like, "What are you talking about? I don't see anybody." My mom couldn't see him or hear him, but she could feel this really powerful anger in the hospital room.
You're okay. Oh, you sweet girl. It's okay. You're okay.
There's an attachment that's going on between Alex and her paranormal stalker. They were both in the same circumstances, the same situation at the same time. It was a life or death situation. And the truth of it is that Alex lived and he did not. And I think that there is a tremendous amount of resentment on this man's part. Alex walked away and he lost everything, including his life.
The doctors decided I was ready to go home. It had been about a week and a half, and I was relieved because I felt like I was finally free of the man in the leather jacket. I've left him behind, and I was never going to see him again. That wasn't what happened. I was standing in the bathroom, washing my hands.
Why you and not me?
Chills immediately come back. I see this black shadow cross the doorway.
Not again.
He's back. I started being in this constant state of panic. Looking over my shoulder, I was trying to find him. Where are you?
Alex.
My mom came home from work and I said,
I think he's back.
it was like when I said the word back, there was this sonic boom. Boom. Everything on our wall in the living room fell. I was terrified.
Why you and not me?
What am I gonna do? Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
My mom gets out her Bible and she starts reading scriptures.
The Lord will keep you from all evil.
And I could hear like this underlying like growl, very sinister sounding. I said, "You're making this worse. Please, please, please stop." I saw him just standing in the doorway. He just looked... He looked evil. And he dissipates. He was getting bolder. I felt like he was trying to make me snap.
Alex is being stalked by an extremely angry, resentful male entity. The truth of this is that when we die, we don't instantly gain a halo and a set of angel wings. We have the same personality that we had right before we died. As in life, so in death. So if you are an angry, resentful, bitter person before you died, you're taking that over with you.
Desperate for peace, Alex and her mom look for help.
My mom, I guess, told one of her clients about what was happening, and she recommended her church. They were a Greek Orthodox church. They sent this lady.
Κύριε Ιησού Χριστέ ο Θεός, ελέησον και σώσον ημάς. Αμήν. 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 Αμήν.
She gets olive oil and puts a cross on my forehead, and then she just starts praying in Greek.
Ξόρκισμένο το κακό. Να μας ζήσει το παιδί.
I was thinking, is this for real? I'm thinking, I don't think this is gonna work.
Κύριε ελέησον, Κύριε ελέησον. Των και πάντων και οράτων και σέναν Κύριε των Υιών των Κύριων. Το ζωπιό τεκ πατρός γεννηθέντα προπάντων των αιώνων. Αμήν, αμήν, αμήν.
It worked. It worked. Whatever she did not just freed him, but it also freed me. I have never seen or heard from him ever again.
There are two reasons I think this ritual was so successful: belief and focus. Belief is an extremely powerful force, but you also have to focus that belief. This final successful ritual was targeted upon the aggressive male entity himself. It was aimed at getting him out of there, and it succeeded.
It was the hardest chapter of my life. A lot of people died on New Year's Eve. I was not one of them. But I'll live for those who didn't make it that night. Sometimes we're just in pain, and I think spirits can be in pain too. And they are really looking for someone to just listen to them. And even though I don't know what exactly happens after we die, after this experience, it's given me a whole new appreciation for life. It's made me realize I need to live my life to the fullest.
Shannon McKinnon is 6 months into her job at a large hospital with a long history.
It's a Catholic hospital. It was founded by nuns. When the hospital first started, they would live up on the higher floors. I tell everyone that I'm a housekeeper.
Hey there, how are you?
The correct term for the job is unit support person.
You know, back in the day, I had a secret girlfriend. You remind me of her.
Really? You make conversation while you're in the room and try to make that day, better for the patients.
My parents did not approve.
Did they ever find out?
Eventually, I married her.
I'll get stories about them growing up or things that they haven't told anyone. Sometimes they'll tell the housekeeper or what they think about the nurses, which can be kind of funny sometimes. It can completely change someone's day, so it's been really awesome.
But at times, the hospital has an air of darkness.
This hospital's huge. In certain parts of the building, there definitely is a very creepy, very uncomfortable feel to it, but you can't really put your finger on what that is.
Sorry.
It's okay. You scared me.
I'm sorry again.
On one night shift, Shannon heads to the empty 10th floor.
We had more people on that night than usual, so there was no carts, and I was like, wait a second, there's a cart up on the 10th floor. Those particular floors are for mental health patients. We have had patients that have jumped from those floors and committed suicide. There was like this overwhelming feeling of someone's watching me. So just for pure comfort, I just started humming. Someone's here, someone's watching me. My heart was racing. I'm thinking, is something gonna pop out? Am I gonna see something? I could just feel an energy. But there's no physical evidence to explain. All my senses are on high alert. So I walked to where the carts are stored. Got my cart ready. The light turned on. How is that possible? I'm alone.
Hello?
My mind was thinking there has to be a logical explanation for this.
Hello? Is anybody there?
I'm gonna check it out in case maybe a patient is up here. But I'm just feeling panic and feeling of like I shouldn't be here. I need to go. No one's in the bathroom. I was so confused. There's no one here. There's no way to rationalize this. I still had that feeling that someone is here. The hair is standing up on the back of my neck. My heart is racing, my mind is racing. I need to get out of here. I was so confused. I don't know what's going on. Someone is watching me.
Are you okay?
No.
I told a couple of people about my experience on the 10th floor. I explained about the light switch, I explained about how I felt, and just this feeling of panic and feeling of being watched.
I couldn't believe that it was happening. I felt like I was crazy.
Oh, you're not crazy. I get the same feeling.
My coworker was a comforting friend. He said, I know that feeling that you're talking about, the feeling of like you're being watched. There's something here that made me feel better, like I've seen stuff too, you're not the only one. There's a ghost here. There's a ghost. I thought this was probably the worst experience that I could ever have at this hospital, but unfortunately I was wrong.
Three days later, Shannon has to return to the 10th floor. It is the same floor where the hospital's nuns once lived.
I was cleaning the bed, getting it ready for whoever was gonna come in next. I am still thinking of the other night of like what happened. I have that immediate feeling of, I need to get out of here. My intuition is screaming. I saw this woman in front of me. She was wearing this long, white, conservative outfit. And you could tell it was a nun because of the habit on her head.
Hello?
It was the skin that gave it away. It looked like the skin of like a dead person. I'm terrified. It wasn't human. It was a ghost. It had to be a ghost. We're making eye contact. Her eyes were very piercing. It's like she was staring into my soul. I wanted to scream, but I couldn't physically scream. I'm terrified.
Come on!
I'm pressing the buttons, pressing the buttons. My heart is just racing. I'm literally just trying to calm myself down.
Stay with me. I need you with me now. I know you can hear me.
I have angel wings that I wear, and it's supposed to be from my guardian angel. I had an ex-boyfriend, Jason, passed away. And I like to think that he's always with me. I'm like, Jason, I need protection right now.
I think it was a very natural instinct for Shannon to touch her necklace, like sending an energetic SOS to her boyfriend. We all have a layer of spiritual protection. Spirit guides, guardian angels, our ancestors, even animal totems. I do think her boyfriend was there offering her protection and blessings from that realm.
I didn't really tell anyone after I saw the nun. I don't want to say anything. Maybe she's listening. I'm just going to keep this to myself. I'm thinking, do I need to quit my job? Like, what is going on?
Shannon requests a transfer to the ER, but still feels uneasy.
My future is uncertain at this hospital. I'm always thinking if I'm going to see something, if I'm still being watched. I feel like the nuns that used to work at the hospital are haunting it. Maybe they feel a little territorial about the hospital. He changed my life and the way I think about the paranormal. It's just absolutely terrifying, and I wouldn't wish upon anyone.
Grant Evans works out of a small hospital as an emergency medical tech.
I grew up always wanting to help people. I always knew I wanted to help. I mean, I knew I wanted to do it through medicine.
Grant has learned over 15 years to expect anything. But when he is sent from the hospital to transfer a patient, he had no idea what was coming.
There's always going to be one night that I won't forget. It was a big, big winter storm. It was pretty much a blizzard whiteout. We get dispatched to a residence for an individual that had barricaded themselves in their house.
Okay, we're going in. We got a live one for you.
All right, thanks.
The police officer said when they first got there, the person started throwing knives at them. All of a sudden, we see police officers carrying a woman. All it was immediate chaos and her screaming and violence.
Let's hold it. Let go of me! Let go of me!
They ended up handcuffing her behind her back and then placed her on her stretcher.
No!
She didn't look like someone that was intimidating.
Hey, lay back, just lay back. It's okay, hey, I'm right here, It's okay, it's okay.
Her handcuffs were behind her back. I felt quite confident that we could control her for the rest of the night. So I jumped in first.
It's okay, calm down, I need you to calm down, okay? Calm down and it's gonna be okay.
That was when I had the first sensation that something could have been wrong.
Okay, calm down,
She was screaming, "Can't you see they're hurting me?"
Okay, I need you to calm down.
Her behavior completely stopped. And all of a sudden, I felt a cold breeze going through my chest and out my back as if something was traveling through me. The air got thick in the back of the ambulance. Like something was there that wasn't supposed to be there. It was terrifying.
Cold up there. You all right?
Yeah.
So my partner, slow and easy, starts turning the ambulance around, and with my luck, the ambulance gets stuck in the snow.
Great. This is just what we need.
And all of a sudden, I start feeling the ambulance rocking back and forth.
What the hell?
Oh, just the guy's trying to get us unstuck.
The patient was totally quiet. She was empty. She was not responding to anything. Her eyes were open, no expression on her face, just staring into nothingness.
Ma'am, you all right? Experiencing any pain?
I'm gonna go help him out.
I felt anxious. I was by myself again. I heard this strange noise. How did she get her arms in front of her? You'd have to dislocate your shoulders over the top, but then you would hear that. You'd hear some kind of struggle. In that moment, I knew I was dealing with something that was not of this world. I've seen many people suffering from mental illness, and this was definitely unnatural. This situation was paranormal. I cannot explain how this happened.
The moment where Grant experiences the handcuffs moving to the front of her body, to me indicates a more paranormal experience. This ultimately doesn't make any sense. This woman's not a contortionist, and even an escape artist and people that are attuned to this type of performance it takes a little bit of work in order for them to get the handcuffs in and around their body. So this seems quite paranormal.
Hey, lay down, it's okay.
Right away, instant panic.
I need you to lay down, it's okay.
No, let me go, no. Please, no, it hurts, please, it hurts.
What are you talking about? You're cold. It's okay, I'm here to help you.
While I was holding her down, she switched personalities at least 10 times in 1 minute.
Please help me, I can't do this right now. Wait, where's my mom? She has my doll. Do you want to play with
To hear a voice of a child come out of someone is very unnerving.
Hey, look at...
Where's my father? I need my father.
To actually see something like that happen, it brings a chill to your soul. Another one that she did was very animalistic and gnashing her teeth.
Stop!
Please. I can't do this. I need you to kill me, please. I need you to kill me. I can't do this anymore.
The last personality that had a lasting impression on me was her. It was her true personality.
It's too much. It's too much, please.
She looked dead in the eyes.
I can't do this. You need to kill me, please.
And she said, "You need to kill me. You need to end this and kill me."
Please.
This is the first time I've had someone deadpan stare me right in the eyes and say, like, with a genuine tone, say, "You need to kill me."
Hey! Hey!
I will always remember that moment of that call.
No, I'm getting you to a hospital. Hey, I need some help in here! Hey!
The officer that jumped out jumped back in.
I don't know, something happened. She's freaking out.
No! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go of me!
It's okay.
Let me go!
And the two of us were able to restrain her and tie her back down the way that we had her before.
I got her. Get her back.
Let me go!
It's okay.
Strap her down tight, man. Strap her down tight.
And as soon as she was restrained, she went back to staring straight ahead. Not confrontational, not aggressive, just absent, as if she wasn't even there.
Are you okay? I'm fine. Let's just get the hell out of here.
So once we got unstuck, we just drove to the hospital. Told the nurse my report, but I don't think anyone really took me seriously with what I had said. I recall her just grinning and almost taunting me, like as if to challenge me, saying like, "Look what I can do. Don't mess with me," almost. Like a standoff. I don't have any rational explanation how some of these things could have happened. It struck me it was meant for me in some strange way, that I was meant to experience this with this person, which is chilling to even think about. In the 15 plus years of me doing this job, I've never seen something before or since then that was so extraordinary. A spirit possessed her, whether it be something demonic, I can only speculate. But definitely did not feel worldly. What I experienced makes me definitely question what comes after life. There's a possibility that people can be afflicted by something spiritual or even demonic.